It was the second chewing gum Alex put in his mouth while watching a war movie on TV when he felt his teeth accidentally biting the inner part of his right cheek. Ouch! He rinsed his mouth with tap water and checked in the mirror when he saw the bite marks inside his mouth. Oh, great! I hope it doesn't bleed, was his thought. Excuse us, coming through, said a whole platoon of platelets as they were rushing between a few white and many red blood cells in the bloodstream toward a hole that suddenly appeared not long ago in the vessel wall. Keep calm, people. We'll patch this hole real fast. Nothing to worry about, said Plato, one of the platelets. Before long, the small wound was closed by the platelets, and inside the bloodstream, everything went back to normal. I can never get used to these holes popping out of nowhere all of a sudden, said Reddy, the red blood cell, feeling safe now before he noted a group of huge, scary-looking cells he's never seen before.
Bacteria! They came through the opening! Run for your lives!
Are you a warrior? No, sir. That is not my job. My job is to carry the most important thing we all need to survive. Oxygen. Me and my friends have to carry it from the lungs and share it with everybody else here. We need it to breathe, or we die.
The bacteria started pounding on the red blood cells and the platelets and everyone in the bloodstream for no apparent reason. They were even trying to open the wound that was just sealed.
Everybody was afraid of the bacteria, but hopeful at the same time that all this commotion got to the ears of the strongest cells in the bloodstream, Luco and his huge army of white blood cells. They were like the police of the blood, and surely enough, they were on their way.
These white blood cells were bigger and stronger than either the red blood cells or the platelets. And they were trained in combat tactics since they were born. They are divided in groups, and later each group specializes in fighting a particular enemy, like viruses, bacteria, or parasites.
Our scouts reported that a new strain of bacteria called staph has entered the bloodstream. They are hurting civilians and taking the oxygen from the population. They're multiplying fast, so we better hurry and stop them. By the time the white blood cell army arrived to confront the bacteria, General Luco started to worry. The enemy had grown to almost double their previous number. He knew it was going to be a tough battle, a battle to the death. The bacteria, on the other hand, started grouping in very long chains, piling up together to prevent the white blood cells from grabbing them and shooting at them with their acid bullets, or to fight them one-on-one. It's no use, sir. We're not big enough for them, and it seems that they know our tactics. These bacteria are getting smarter and stronger every time. But so are we, son. Order the squadron to closer to the bacteria to activate the giant cell formation and to attack. Suddenly, the white blood cells around the bacteria started mixing with one another and began growing. 10, 15, 20, into one powerful giant cell, able to swallow the groups of bacteria completely and spray them with acid, but at a very high cost. Some of the swallowed bacteria were able to also produce a substance of their own that was able to kill the giant cells, leaving, at the end of the war, the battleground filled with the dead bodies of giant cells and regular-sized white blood cells slowly being transformed into pools of pus.
But the most important thing was there was no bacteria left. No bacteria at all. They were all dead. The white blood cells that survived the battle now had a blueprint or map on record of the enemy. And despite the loss of so many white blood cells, everyone in the bloodstream was happy that things were back to normal.
It doesn't hurt as much as before, and it's getting smaller, said Alex to his mother about the bite inside his right cheek that became a yellow blister after 2 days. Keep rinsing it with salty water and it will be gone before you know it, said his mother with confidence. He felt reassured by his mother's words, as he went to watch his favorite cartoon. Bacteria can enter your body through cuts in skin or gums. White blood cells are in charge of fighting these bacteria and keeping us healthy. White blood cells can kill bacteria in many ways. Red blood cells carry oxygen and take it to the other cells in the body. New platelets, red and white blood cells, are born in our bones, in a place called bone marrow. Every time white blood cells kill an intruder, they teach how to kill them to the new white blood cells being formed.